Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, bringing you news and information from people making a difference in our communities. I'm Beverly Weaver, and joining me now is Dr. Linda Osterlund, Assistant Professor at Regis University with the Graduate Counseling Program. Welcome. Thanks for coming in, Doctor.
Hi, thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about this Graduate Counseling Program. What can students do with this program? What degrees do you offer?
We have two master's degrees in our graduate counseling program. One is a Master of Arts in Counseling, and that is for preparation for students to get their license in professional counseling here in Colorado. We also offer the Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Therapy, and that is for students to prepare for a license in marriage and family therapy.
Right.
So we offer those two.
And a lot of what you're doing, you're really training a lot of counselors to deal with military families and some unique problems there. Doctor,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about the uniqueness of a military family versus a non-military family.
Yeah, certainly. Some of the issues we think that military families deal with that is more stressors is obviously deployment. So families going through the deployment cycle can suffer in a number of different ways depending on the configuration of the family. Right. So if they're a couple that is not yet married, a lot of times the spouse may not have any services or not be recognized in terms of receiving services. A couple who's married without children, the spouse may not feel included in services that might be provided for, mostly oriented towards families. Families that have children.
Kid incorporation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the deployment cycle really affects a couple and a family in many ways, and especially for couples with children, then they're forced into single parenting when the spouse is deployed. And then when the spouse returns, there's a number of stressors of reintegrating. And because of this war, we've really had people having multiple deployments and suffering post-traumatic stress and injuries that you can't really see.
Exactly.
So those things compound, I think, the stressors that families deal with.
I would imagine that really does bring a tremendous need for counseling in this community in particular.
Yes, definitely. Here in Colorado Springs, we have been called the military town of America. We are surrounded by 5 bases. We have in the north, we have the Air Force Academy, we have Schriever, Peterson Air Force bases, Fort Carson, as well as NORAD. So not to mention the bases, we also have a lot of people who retire here as veterans. And so because of the mental health needs, not only services are provided on base, they need to be provided in our community because a lot of families really reach out off base.
And how does your program really help counselors kind of train for that distinction?
So one of the things that we've done in our counseling program is we've integrated the military cultural issues into our counseling classes. And we also offer a postmaster's certificate in working with military families. So in that postmaster's certificate, a clinician in the community can come back and get specialized training by taking these 6 courses that help them work with military families, couples, dealing with issues of crisis and loss. And we also have a state-of-the-art counseling lab where students will do an internship in working with the military families and being supervised by licensed professionals who have been having an expertise in that in the community.
Certainly a huge demand. Now, I understand you were recognized recently for your work in this field. Tell me about that.
Yes, actually I received the Distinguished Counselor Educator Award from the Colorado Association of Counselors. Yeah, and I've also presented at the National Conference for Counselors in New Orleans. So,
where can people go, Linda, to get more information on the program, getting involved in this counseling program, and also learning more about the need for counselors for military families?
Certainly students or anyone interested can find out more information at the Regis website at cps.regis.edu.
All right, very good. Dr. Linda Osterlund, the assistant professor at Regis University, the Graduate Counseling Program. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Beverly Weaver.